Welcome to Shore Perspectives, a community feature of WESR Radio, highlighting the spirit of the shore from those who call it home.
Sean Turner, Bloxham, Virginia. I work on the water, sun up, sun down, so it doesn't matter.
You go with the tide.
Yep.
Hello, I'm Patrick Rogers. I'm from CV, Virginia in Accomack County. I would say the biggest drawback to the time change is the lack of afternoon. You wake up, it's dark. You go to bed, it's dark. So we're stuck with doing things on the weekend. But that's part of how nature works. So we adapt, we overcome, and we make benefit of what we got.
Melissa Mapp. I live in Melfa, Virginia. I love this time. I get more sleep. I do get a extra hour to sleep.
This is Pete Blackwell from Parksley, and time change doesn't really affect me very much. I basically get back into the swing of things after about a week's 1 hour jet lag, and back on the go.
My name is Yesenia Ibarra, and I live in Bird's Nest. I like it. An extra hour of sleep. I got up early today, and I was like, wait a minute. My time is like 1 more hour. Like I always set like for 1 hour, and I was like, hey, I get to sleep 1 more hour.
I live outside of Hancock, John Van Kesteren. It doesn't really bother me, but I would rather not see it change. It's good for this change, this morning, but then you have to pay the piper after you have to get up earlier, right? And I suppose it makes sense to a lot of people, but also we're farmers, and it affects livestock too. They don't like to adjust to the time change, so I understand. I would just as soon not see it change, yeah.
I live in Melfa, Virginia. Wayne Burton, Parks and Recreation Manager. Oh, just love it, because it seems like I catch up with the time. It seems to be just me and my body work together with that time better. The other time throws me behind. I just can't see never. It's like a running a race. I just can't get there.
Nicole Kester, Exmoor. This time it was a blessing because I got an extra hour of sleep. And after the oyster roast yesterday, it was very needed.
Good morning, Eastern Shore. It's Brent from Hancock. I prefer daylight savings time, but it gets too dark in the morning if you have it all year long. So I like the split. I like it the way it is. Generally, I just don't like change. And I've gotten used to this one, so changing it would be changing it.
Elizabeth Crossland, and I live in Virginia, in Milford. And I like this time. I get more rest, and I work more harder.
Jack Mason, and only. I prefer the daylight savings time. I wish it was all year round. I get in a funk when it gets dark early.
Now, is that your observation?
Mine and my wife's.
It's Margaret down in Cape Charles reporting in with my feelings about the time change, which may be unpopular. I don't mind the time change. I like winter. I like all of the seasons, but I really like winter. I feel cozy when it gets dark a little earlier in the evening. It's a good opportunity to throw a couple logs in the fire pit, maybe have a little campfire after work and still get to bed at a reasonable hour. And I don't know, I think I just feel nostalgic when winter comes on. So the time change kind of brings that out in me. It does take me a minute to get used to. I'd say it takes me at least a week to adjust to the time change, but for me it's not a real negative adjustment. Again, I know that's unpopular. Sorry, all you winter haters. Thanks.
Larry Ashby, I live over in Savageville.
Does the time change bother you at all?
No, it don't. It don't. And plus, I'm retired.
Nothing.
You're right.
Hi.
What is your name?
Winter.
Winter. Oh, we've got a cat here. What is your name? Markins. Winter, where do you live?
Kelley on King Street.
In what state?
Virginia.
Yes. Good job. And time change. The time change that happened last night?
You mean the time change that happened last night and now everything went a time, like time stopped for an hour and then it kept going?
Ah. Has that affected you?
No.
No?
No.
What about like your bedtime?
No.
time you wake up?
No.
When you woke up this morning, did you feel like a little more rested?
No.
What about when we were on the farm? Did you try to change there? Like what the day looked like?
No.
Okay.
Newman Scott, Hancock. It don't bother me at all. It don't. They wanted to change it, but when it gets cold, I think they done it at the right time when they done it, and I don't see it doesn't bother me. It's all good.
Barry Mears here, chiming in from Greenbush, Virginia. And it's that time of year again. It's time to set the old clocks back. I can honestly say the time change doesn't affect me a whole lot because I'm used to a 16 to 18 hour work day every day. It does, however, worry me for some of my friends like Newman Scott Jr., who gets to sleep in most mornings, so I'd like to give him a wake-up call. If you're listening, Newman, it's time to get up and go to work, buddy. Have a great day, Eastern Shore.
For Shore Perspectives and WESR Radio, I'm Kelley Gaskell.